Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna make a pretty unusual video, but I noticed that there is a huge sale on Steam of normally games I really like. So I wanted to sort of like bring attention to it. Let's just begin with that, right? So for example, Capcom is having a publisher sale, and so I think all of their titles are on sale at the moment. I mean, look at this. For example, Monster Hunter is having a, don't mind the price, it's just for my region, but it's having a 34% off. And I mean, if you like Monster Hunter, it's pretty good. Then you got Resident Evil Village. It's a pretty well-regarded game. It's not my favorite game. I mean, I think the first-person Resident Evils is just not for me. But it's having a 50% sale off, so I mean, can't go wrong with that. Then you got what is this? Oh yeah, it's the bundle of the two of them. Let me see. Then you got Resident Evil 7. I mean, same thing, but it's 67% off. I mean, that's criminal not to get it. Then you got Resident Evil 3. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Like, this remake, it's so fucking epic. Like, oh my god, dude. Like, how can you not like this game? I heard some people say that it's too short. In my opinion, it's epic. It's like watching a Bruce Willis movie in his prime. Like, it's just an action movie. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it has survival in it, because like, if you play in a high enough difficulty, you're gonna have to pay attention to your bullets. You cannot be messing around. Resident Evil 3 is a masterpiece. I think this is, like I said, the best thing, and it's 60% off. So I'm just saying. Then you got Resident Evil 2, 60% off. I mean, this game, it's a masterpiece. It's just like Resident Evil 3. It uses the same graphical engine. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. Then you got Resident Evil 6. This game got a lot of shit. People laugh at it, and it's become a meme. And I think it's very undeserving of this game. It is action packed, but it's a ton of fun, especially if you're gonna play it with a sibling or like a bunch of friends. It's a ton of fun. You got the mercenaries mode, like, you know, you got branching stories, like you don't know what the hell is going on. You know, I don't think it deserves all the hate that it gets. To be honest, it's fucking one of my favorites. Me and my sister and some friends, like, we played this game to death, and it's tons and tons of fun. And it's 75% off. Like, you know, for me, this game is like, it's like a no-brainer, because it's just like, if you think about it, like, in terms of if I will grab this price that I'm seeing and turn it to dollars, like, for me, it's like, it's not even $1, and so I can't really pass that. It's just too fucking good. But yeah, then you got Resident Evil 5. This is the gold edition. I don't care. But this is Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5. I mean, what can I say? You know, it's another one of those action ones. I like 6 better, because if you're gonna do action, you know. But you know, it's still good, and you can still play it with a friend, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty good, I would say. You know, it's got another meme as well, which is Chris punching a boulder. You know, I mean, if you like it, you like it, right? But yeah, it's 75% off. You can't go wrong. Resident Evil 4, man, this is a classic. This is just fucking epic. This game is amazing, and I think this game is probably like their first one that started dividing people. Like, I don't know why people give this one less shit, but like this game is also an action game. Like you can't tell me, that this isn't an action game. And it has survival as well, and it has some puzzles as well. Um, so I mean, it's another part of Resident Evil. You got my boy Leon. You can't go wrong with this game. This game is fucking legit. You gotta get it. Um, then you got Resident Evil. This is the remake for the first game. This game I actually bought it and I didn't realize I had it. But this game is a great remaster. Like it works. You know what I mean? Like it works. It works really well. And it looks probably like as best as it can. But let me see. Then you got Resident Evil Zero. This is a remaster, I think, of this game as well. It's a really fun game. Like I hadn't seen the story for this game before, and so it caught me off guard, and it was pretty enjoyable as well. Like there's lots of puzzles. I thought the game was gonna be all like on top of this damn train, but it actually it picks up later. It's wonderful. As a matter of fact, it made me want to see what happens later to these characters, but you never get to find out. I think, at least so far. I hope that someday we get more games with Rebecca and Jimmy was the guy. I don't remember. Played it up quite a bit ago. But yeah, this is a great game. It's also 75% off. Come on now. This is a must game. Then you got Umbrella Corp and all these shitty games. I'm gonna put them all in the same category. If you like them, don't be hating. But Umbrella Corp, it's a piece of shit. These games are garbage. Then you got Revelations. Some people like these games. I honestly do not like where these games are going. Like I don't like the episodic nature of them. I don't like that you have to buy each episode separately. I do not really care about the story too much, other than Barry being there. But I don't like them. I don't like these games. These games are shit. At least to me, they're shit. And then you got Revelations 1. I don't know. This game is pretty garbagey as well. People like it. I don't know why. It's stiff. You're scanning all over the place. It's just all you ever fucking do. I do not like these games. Let it be known. But yeah, I mean, if you like them, that's 77% off. I mean, come on now. If you're gonna get them, get them. But then yeah, you got DLC. Yeah, then you got the Monster Hunter. I really don't know anything about this series because I haven't played it like whatsoever. Because normally these are not the type of games I like. If you notice, I don't play Dark Souls game, and I don't play like those try hard games where like you gotta dodge perfectly and you gotta do this. And I like action games, but these games are too try hard, and like they possess a formula that I'm not too into. Maybe if I play them one day, like I'll appreciate it, and I'm pretty sure they're enjoyable and they're good. It's just I haven't delved into them, But yeah, I mean, you got 50% off on Iceborne. Then you got 34% off on Monster Hunter Stories 2. I mean, Monster Hunter World, you got 50% off. You gotta get it, right? And then you got Devil May Cry. Now this is my shit right here. This is an example of like action games, at least in my opinion, done better. Because they have more of a narrative, and like I'm not into, like, if you watch my channel, you'll know that I don't like silent characters too much, because I think it's one of these tropes where like they put these characters that we have to create in order to feel like we're in the game, but then the character doesn't talk, it just goes and like I don't know, to me that's just so fucking lame, and I think Devil May Cry does does things right in the sense that you got a character, you got a narrative, and like this character has like such strong personality. Even in this game, DMC, which people fucking hate this game, right? At least, I mean, I wouldn't say that everybody hates it, but a lot of people hate this game, especially when it came out. Uh, but this character has something to say, right? Like he's a bratty little kid, he's fucking pissed, my favorite actually it's four. I don't know why, but I love this game. Like for when it came out, I remember showing this game to my family, and my family has never been into games, But I remember showing this game to my family, and my family was like blown the fuck away, like with how good it looked. And I never actually had much of a PC or anything, but it looks so good, at least for the time, you know. And so yeah, I mean, this game is, at least to me, it's just wonderful. But yeah, then you got DMC5. I mean, this game is legendary. This game is legendary. If you haven't played it and now you came across my channel, I don't know how, but you haven't played this game. I mean, whatever I said up until this point, just delete it and go play this game. This game is fucking awesome. It's just like the music in it. It's just the graphics are insane, dude. Like no, you gotta play this game. And then you got the Devil May Cry collection. It's the first three games, but they're remastered on HD. In HD, I don't know. The thing is, I'm not a huge fan of the older games, but a lot of people really like them. But yeah, I mean, you got 67% off. I mean, what could go wrong, right? I mean, and then you got a ton of DLC. Ain't About That Life. Then you got Dead Rising. Dead Rising is a series that I haven't delved into as well. It's just like Monster Hunter, but I know that people really love these games, and one day I'm gonna start playing them. I just haven't had the time yet, and they weren't in my immediate interest, But yeah, I mean, you got 75% off, 70% off, 70% off, 70%. Come in, I mean, you gotta get them, right? And by the way, I'm not being paid or anything to say this, but I really like the convenience of Steam and like all the sales that it throws. I'm always like actually browsing through the site and actually seeing if I can find something, And so yeah, I mean, here you got the Capcom Arcade Stadium. I'm not a huge fan of these things. They're super expensive for what they offer. They offer older games, and I get it. I mean, some of them even have online functions, at least as far as I know. But I mean, for me, they're super expensive. I don't know for you guys, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know, But I mean, if you like them, you'll like them, right? I love retro games, by the way. Like, I love the arcade scene. Like, when I was a kid, I used to love going to the arcade. But these games, I mean, some of these games are like 100 years old. So come on, just move on. But yeah, then you got Street Fighter 30th Anniversary. I think this collection is actually really good. Like, it's super pricey, at least for me. It's super expensive, but it's 60% off, whatever that means. But yeah, this is if you're gonna play Street Fighter, this is it. Then you got Dragon's Dogma. I actually tried to play this game, and this game reminds me a lot of Skyrim. I don't know. It's not for me. Like I know that this game has a lot of fans, and it must be really good, but I haven't gotten into it. But it's 70% off. I mean, shit. Lost Planet 3. I don't know what this is, so whatever that is. It could be good, maybe 80% off. I don't know. Then you got Lost Planet 3. I mean, no, this is 3. Oh, this is 3. Oh, but it's complete pack. Okay. Then you got Remember Me. Remember Me. I don't know what it is. Who knows, right? It's 80% off. Then you got Okami. This is one of those games that people love, and I bought it because of people's recommendations. but I played it like an hour or something, and it just doesn't. It doesn't hit with me. I don't know what it is. You know, I have to keep playing it maybe. Uh, but I do love the art style. It's super unique. So if you really like colorful games and things like that, uh, and especially like Japanese sort of like art style and all that, I think it's a good game to play. It's 50% off. Then you got Onimusha. I actually made a video on this game. This game is it's fucking wonderful. It's very simplistic in nature, but like it's good. It's like a mix between Devil May Cry and Resident Evil. At least that's how I would describe it. It's 60% off. The Disney Afternoon Collection. I don't know, but I don't know. It's 75% off. You got the beat 'em up bundle. These games, I love beat 'em ups. So if you like beat 'em ups and you like lots of Capcom ones, even some that you probably haven't seen, I mean it's great. It's 50% off. Then you got Lost Planet 1. Wow, look at that. I gotta try these games actually. I don't know anything about them. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, let me just add it to the wish list so then I can buy it later. Okay, then you got DuckTales Remastered. This game is super cheap. People love this game. I I don't know. I'm not into platformers. Let me just say it outright. So I don't know. It doesn't hit with me. But they made a wonderful job remastering this game. Then you got Dungeons and Dragons. I actually own this game because I love this game. I used to play it like tons, and like you can play different paths, and it's a ton of fun, especially if you got lots of friends. And you can play online as well, which is fucking epic. You got Strider. People love this game. I do not love it so much. It's fun, but I'm not gonna go crazy over it. I love the character Strider, but I just love how he looks. He's just fucking cool, and he's a badass. But this game is like whatever. It's just another platformer. At least for me, it's just another platformer. Doesn't really say much. But uh, if you like these games, you like these games, right? 70% off. Bionic Commando. I don't know what this is actually. 80% off. It's almost free. Bionic Commando Rearmed. 80% off. I don't know what it is. Dark Void. I don't know what it is actually. As a matter of fact, if you know of any of these games that I say that I don't know them, and you want to leave it in the comments saying you should try that game, then I will try that game. So do let me know. Okay, so Dark Void, I don't know what it is either. It's 50% off. Alright. Dark Void Zero. Okay, this is like a retro. It's 50% off. Alright. Then you got Flock. I don't know what it is. But, alright. I think this is a game, I remember seeing this game, I think, but you basically like move sheep around and shit like that. I don't know. It's 50% off. Okay, but then that's it for the Capcom publisher. Now check this out. Then you got the JRPG sale, and this is what I'm gonna cover actually. Like I'm gonna cover both of these things because normally I'm not too interested in other type of games, but I'm super into the Capcom publisher. As a publisher. I don't know. I just love most of their games, and I'm not a fan of the brand or anything. It's just most of their games just hit with me. I don't know what it is. And then JRPGs are basically my favorite genre. So yeah, I gotta cover it. So yeah, here you go. So troubleshooter. I'm not sure what this game is, but it looks interesting. So that's why I added it to my wish list, but I didn't get it because I'm on the fence with it. It looks kind of weird. I don't know what it is, but it looks sort of interesting. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested in it, it's 40% off. Then you got Star Renegades. This is also one of those games that it looks interesting, but I just didn't pull the trigger on it. I don't know, but it has a lot of good scores. People really seem to like it. It has beautiful artwork. And, that's exactly why I wishlisted. Uh, just so I wouldn't forget about it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe the combat system. I don't know what it is. It's just I haven't pulled the trigger on it. Then you got Azure Lane, Crosswave. I don't know anything about these games. People seem to like this series, Azure Lane. I don't know what the heck it is. It seems about waifus and shit like that. So it's 70% off. Then you got, am I gonna say this? Utawareru Mono. Okay, Mask of Truth. 75% off. This I'm pretty sure it comes from an anime. I just don't remember much about it. But 75% off. I mean, Then you got Latex Dungeon. Let's not even get started with this shit. It's 10% off. Wow. Summer Memories. It's got sexual content, so I can't even show it, right? But yeah, it's 25% off. Then you got Chrono Trigger. It's an epic game. If you haven't played Chrono Trigger, what are you doing with your life? Come on now. Chrono Trigger is fucking epic. And even if you're like a little bit younger and you haven't played these games because like you were too little when it came out, I understand, but like go back and play them. This game is great. The story is great. The music is fucking wonderful. People swear to this day that it's one of the best games ever, right? And if you're hearing it from me, then seriously, you're kind of lost. But it's never too late, so go and grab it. It's 50% off. Then you got I don't know what this is. Or RPG Maker. Okay, so this is a program that people use to make pretty generic looking RPGs, JRPGs, but some of them come out pretty good. People have had kind of success on it. But yeah, it's 80% off. So if you're interested in making your own little games and practicing, maybe that could be it. I actually haven't ever tried it, so. But yeah, then you got Yakuza 6. The Yakuza series is without a doubt one of my fucking favorites of all time. And it's one of those series that I actually got into not too long ago, but there's so much to do in these games. There's so much to do, and they're so funny. They're so funny, they're witty, like they're mysterious as well. Like a lot of times you don't know where the story's gonna go, and I think most of their games are worth playing. You know what I mean? Especially 0 and 6, 0, 6, maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. Some of the ones in between are but they're not bad, And if you really like the story, then you gotta play them, right? But yeah, Yakuza 6 is fucking wonderful. This game is great, especially seeing Kiryu, the main protagonist, a little older and things like that. It's just these games are just a piece of gold. Yeah, then you got Monster Hunter. We already covered it. Then you got Shin Megami Tensei 3. People really kind of like these games, and I know that the Persona games are like a spin-off of these games. But to be honest, I don't like them. I haven't really played them, but like the characters do not sit with me. I don't know. The style doesn't sit with me, and like I'm a very visual person, so if I don't like what I'm looking at, it's very hard for me to actually get into it. Okay, so I'm already seeing a game down there, and I'm gonna start ranting. So I hope that you guys don't mind, and if you mind, just skip ahead, I guess. Okay, so Escape Dungeon. I don't know what this is. It seems to have sexual content, so I can't really show it. Oh, I hope there wasn't any titties right there. Okay, so anyways, here's this game. Resonance of Fate. This game. This game is such a piece of shit. Okay, so this game was originally on the PS3. What can I say good about this game? So it's 40% off. It's still too expensive for the piece of shit that it is. It's one of those games that you look at it and you're like, oh my god, right? Like the world building, right? Oh my god, it's so intricate, and there's so much, but you're never gonna find anything in this game. Like all you're gonna do is being stuck in that stupid ass combat that it has. It's so fucking bad, dude. It looks kind of good for for the time, but you know, it's a piece of shit. Like this game is a piece of shit. I hate this game, and I know many others that actually have the same gripe with this game. But I mean, just don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself. If you want to play sort of like a tactical sort of positioning game where like just go play anything else, please, for the love of God. Just go play here. You go play Valkyrie Chronicles, which I also don't like. People love these games, but they're not my thing. It's 80% off, so I mean, why play this shit when you can play Valkyrie Chronicles? I would rather this 100 times than this. Okay, so then you got the Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. This series, it's one of those that people have mentioned over and over and over to me, and I just kept sleeping on it until I played it, and now I fucking love it. As you can see, it's on my library. It's wonderful, dude. Like, just it's fucking wonderful. You know what I mean? Like, this series is great. There's so many characters. They're like, the story is so intricate. There's, if you actually like reading and you like getting to know a world, and like, just nah, dude. Like this is done very, very well. It's like an anime, but like taken to I don't know what level. It's just epic. It's 30% off. I think it's worth it. Like this game, it's worth it. Then you got Scarlet Nexus. So I skipped Valkyrie Chronicles, but like it really is kind of good. It's just I don't like this game. I don't know what it is. The only thing I like about this game is the part where one of the characters actually dies. I'm not gonna make a spoiler, but it got me a little bit emotional. But it's towards the end, and I don't know. Like the game is better than the other Valkyrie Chronicles, but I don't know. Like I don't know. These games, they're missing something for me. I don't know what it is. So, okay, next you got Scarlet Nexus. People love this game as well. I do not like this game. I made a little review for this game on my channel, and I think this game is so mediocre. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so average. Like the story is boring at best. The combat is okay. People are like flipping out because you can throw shit with your psychic powers. But to me, no. To me, this game is like it paints this whole world as well, but it doesn't really take the time to like actually show anything. All you're gonna be doing is roaming dungeons. The characters are super generic. It's no good. At least for me, it's no good. I don't care what the review says. And it's 60% off. For me, it's super expensive. Ain't nobody got time for this. Okay. Okay. And then you got Super Robot Wars 30. I don't know what this is. People love this game as well. Like I know that it has a big following, especially if you are into mech and things like that. I wouldn't pay this in a million years for a game like this. I do love mecha, and but I don't love it this much. It's 25% off. Then you got Persona Strikers. I think this game it's an insult, to be honest, on this wonderful game that is Persona 5. To be honest, if I gotta tell you the truth, I wish it didn't exist. You know, this is a Muso game, like one of those Dynasty Warrior looking games. I know that it has a Persona 5 coat on it, but basically, if you ask me, it doesn't add anything whatsoever to the Persona 5 lore. I wish it just stayed the way it was. You know, this is not a good game. To me, it's super generic. But yeah, it's 45% off. To me, it's super expensive. Ain't nobody got time for this. Okay, so then you got I don't know what this is, but it's got sexual content. I can't really show it. Then you got Ease 9. Is it 9? Ease 8? 9. No, it's 8. So, is it 8? Let me see. 5, 1, 2, 3. It's 8. Okay. So, yeah, this is like Hermoso Dana. This game, it actually, believe it or not, is my entry to the E series, because I always looked at them as like very crappy games. But like Hermosa Adana blew me the fuck away. Like this game is amazing. Like the music is so good, dude. The places are so fucking beautiful, and it's actually one of my gripes with the newer game, uh, the Monstrum Nox, I think it is, and I think that one is 9. Um, I actually played some of it on my channel, but like my gripe with that game is that it's so gray and so boring looking, and you're stuck in a city for most of the game. And in this game, like you got a camp, you got stuck in an island, and the island is fucking gorgeous, and you got a camp, and everything you do is like basically upgrading that camp, right? And you're getting survivors that are stuck somewhere in the island, and then you're bringing them back to the camp, and like it's got this progression thing. It's so good, right? Like I don't know what it is. It's so well done, and it's 60% off. I mean, it's epic. You're probably wondering, if you like it that much, why don't you have it? I do have it. I have it on the PS4. I haven't bought it here because I have it over there, and I'm not made of money, so ain't nobody got time to be, throwing money. I noticed that a lot of people have, their favorite games on every fucking platform ever, but I'm a regular casual person. I'm not casual about playing games. I'm casual about spending money. I don't got money everywhere. So anyway, so here you got SD Gundam G something something. This is kind of like, this game. If you like these sort of mecha games, this is right up your alley. I think these games, I don't know why they're so fucking expensive, even with the discount on, but it's 70% off. If you like it, this is where it is, right? Then you got Yakuza Like a Dragon. I haven't played this game yet. I'm gonna play it. I hear wonderful things about this game, and if you see the reviews, it's overwhelmingly positive. So that's not very easy to achieve, because people are super picky sometimes. They don't, anybody get along. But yeah, it's 45% off. I'm gonna play this game. I just gotta finish 6 first. And then you got RPG Maker. I don't know. It's another one of these thingies. But yeah, let's see. Here you got like some of the top rated games on the JRPG. For example, like if you click on the top rated thing. So here you got the Legend of Cold Steel. It's 50% off. This is the first one in the series. These games, all of them are worth it. Then you got Trails in the Sky. This is part of the Legend of Heroes, but like it's in another arc. So it's a different place. I haven't played it, and I tried playing it. It's just I don't know. It didn't grab me. But yeah, then you got Hyperdimension Neptunia. These games, I don't get them. I don't know who plays these fucking games. I guess people who like waifus or things like that. I don't care. It's just Neptunia. There's a million games of these. Epic Battle Fantasy. I don't know what this is. I remember seeing it, and it just looks super generic. I don't like it. Okay, so then you got Trails in the Sky. Yeah, this is part of the other arc. Then you got Monster Nux. This is a pretty decent game. It's just super expensive, and it's, for me, if you ask me, just go play like Hermosa of Dana. This game, I don't know. To me, it's not as good as the other one. It's a step backwards, as a matter of fact. Okay, so then you got Epic Battle Fantasy again, Neptunia again. Oh, I added this game to the wish list because it seems like you basically gotta take care of a place. You know, you gotta like administer a place and manage a place. That's something that I really like to do. It's just, I think it's only in Japanese. So but yeah, I don't know much about it. So Neptunia again. I don't know, man. What do you want me to say? Okay, what else we got? Oh man. Okay, so there's some heavy hitters right here. Okay, so I'm gonna skip the ones that we saw already. So, oh no, that's a hentai. Okay, so we got Grandia 2. Man, have you played the Grandia games? Grandia games are epic. I'm gonna say it right now, Grandia 1 is a fucking masterpiece. If you haven't played 1, and now you're seeing, for example, this video, and I'm showing Grandia 2, go and search Grandia 1. It's out. It's also on Steam. That game is so good, especially like if you're a young adult. It tackles like sort of like adventurism, and you know, that sense of exploration and like seeing new things and actually going out on your own the first time. I think it's so wonderful, you know. Granted, too, I actually don't have that much of a connection with, but it's still pretty good. I mean, it's just the story doesn't really resonate with me that much. Also, the characters kind of blah. But the first one is so fucking good. Like, the music is so quirky and good. If you haven't played them, I mean, this one is 50% off. I'm not sure how much the other one cost. I'm gonna skip Monster Hunter because I don't know much about it. But then you got Breath of Fire. Oh boy, there was a hentai over there. Don't even look at it. Okay, so Breath of Fire 7. I don't know anything about the Breath of Fire games. To be honest, it's not Breath of Fire. What am I saying? I don't know what this is. Let me just skip it. Don't mind me. Okay, so then you got Ease 1 and 2 Chronicles. Apparently this is like a combo thing. Like I said, I don't really like the older Ease. Some people really like them. Then you got Ease Origin. I think this is a remaster. Is it a remaster? I don't remember, but I think there's a remaster of Ease going around, of the Origin one. Then you got Fairy Fencer F. I actually forgot this game existed. Let me just add it to wish list. Okay, so Fairy Fencer F. This game is fucking wonderful. It's super fun. The combat is fun. The dialogues are fun. You know, it's funny, as a matter of fact. Like, it's good. You know, and it might seem like a generic title, but like it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So it's 66% off. I mean, it's pretty cheap. Okay, so and this is Fairy Fencer. Okay, but anyway, I mean, you get the point, right? There's a ton of games. There's a ton of good games over here. But yeah, I mean, if you you know, actually, let me see before we. Okay, so also something else I wanted to show you before closing off the video. It's some of the coming soon JRPGs. So for example, look at Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars is one of those games that it looks so good, it almost doesn't look like it's gonna be good because it can't be that good, right? I put this game on my wish list and I am gonna play it day one. Just screw it. It looks incredible, and the music is actually as good as I probably make it sound. I mean, this game, I think, is gonna be a masterpiece, or at least it's gonna be very good. Then you got Disgaea. Actually, this series is also a series that people really like. I'm not into it. I don't like how the characters look. I don't like the art style either. But I mean, if you like Disgaea, you can find it on Steam as well. Then you got oh, you got this one, Trails from Zero. So I think this is a remaster of this arc, which is another arc. So I mean, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna see what it is. Let's see what else. Trails of Azure. I think this is probably some more of that too. I don't know. Then you got Crimson Tactics. I mean, some of these games they could potentially be good, right? Don't mind that face, by the way. Anybody? But yeah, I mean, you got tons of games, right? So, anyways, if you saw a game that you were interested and you picked it up, give me a like. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.